Can we call him the hardest hitting striker in the history of mixed martial arts? That may be up for debate. I'm here to say that is Anthony Rumble Johnson will make his return May 7th. Rumble, welcome in. It's been such a long time coming to see you again. And of course, your opponent, we know him as the soldier of God, Yoel Romero. Welcome in as well, sir. I want to start with Rumble. You've been on a 4-year hiatus, a self-imposed retirement. We can't wait to see what it's going to look like when you step back in there. I've seen the pictures. You're in great shape. How excited are you to make your comeback on your terms here?
Super excited. Bellator, I've been keeping my eye on Bellator for a while. And I'm glad I was brought on board to be a part of this organization. I'm already having fun with it, not having fought yet. But pretty excited. They gave me a debut against that monster over there, Yoel Romero. What better way to have a fight with a fighter such as him? He's a maniac. You know what I mean? He can fight. So I got to make sure I'm on my game, man. This dude, he can fight. He can definitely fight.
Well, I'm going to get to Yoel in a second, but Rumble, just to close that thought, I talked with Scott just a second ago. The buzz is real for Rumble versus Romero because we don't know what to expect. We don't know what it's going to look like. I've used words like sexy, explosive to describe this matchup. Are you feeling that same sort of I don't know how long it's going to go, but it's going to be wild. It's going to be a wild ride to get there.
Yeah, I feel like something crazy is going to happen. When Yoel fights, man, you just never know what's going to happen. And when I fight, you never know what's going to happen. Somebody usually gets knocked out or hurt. You know what I mean? That's what happens when you put two high caliber fighters such as myself and Yoel in a cage together. We don't hold back. Very explosive, very entertaining. You can tell we love the sport. We love competition. Man, it almost leaves me speechless because there's so many words you can use to describe this fight and the overall event.
Let's go over to Yoel. He's the soldier of God. My colleague Luke Thomas calls him the Cuban muscle crisis. I hope that nickname sticks around for a little bit. Yoel, great to talk to you as always. Let's stay right here. Your excitement level, adding your name to the star-studded 8-man light heavyweight tournament.
¿Cómo te sientes poner tu nombre con toda esta gente?
Thank you so much. Every time is a very special time. I say thank you so much, God. Thank you so much, Bellator, for giving me this opportunity. And staying in this Grand Prix when you is very good for me. A very good athlete is an incredible. People, Rumble Johnson is an amazing fighter. For me, when I see the Rumble Johnson, I see that and for this division is the top guy. I think in many good athletes in this division. Johnny, DC, the Iceman, Tito Ortiz, Rasha Evans, and you need to put it. This name in this list is Rumble Johnson. For me, it's an amazing time. I train him very hard. I'm very happy, because I don't need to lose too much pounds. And that's an amazing time for me. I say thank you.
Well, Yoel, you'll be moving up to light heavyweight. As you mentioned, we've known most of the biggest moments in your career have come at middleweight. You're the ageless wonder, though. How different do you expect to look and feel at 205 pounds?
¿Cómo te vas a sentir? ¿Tú crees diferente en 205?
In the beginning of my career, I mixed my shot. I proved in 205 before, but I think I need more experience, and now that's what I have. I have more experience. I have a more muscle in my body. When I fight before in 205, I don't have experience. I don't have too much muscle, but now my body is already, I feel good. I feel great. I am ready for this moment.
All right, we want to turn Yoel and Anthony to the media now. Let's bring in the guy behind the guy, the PR maven to the stars, Danny Brenner, to take over.
Thanks, Brian. We'll kick things off with Jay Anderson. Your line is live. Thanks very much, Danny. And I guess we'll start with Anthony Johnson. You touched on it a little there a moment ago, but I mean, fans are practically salivating for this fight. Do you feel that level of excitement? And are you anticipating this more than, let's say, some of your previous fights?
Yeah, I can feel it, man. The energy is definitely out there. The fans have been blowing up, you know, my Instagram, my Facebook, my Twitter. So the buzz is definitely out there. And I don't know who's more excited, me or the fans. You know what I mean? For me, it's just overall competition. You know, just to have a great fight against a great opponent for a great organization. I mean, I couldn't be happier right now in life. So this is all. It feels like a dream come true.
One of the interesting twists here is that we know who the other semifinalists are now. We know Corey Anderson's going against Ryan Bader, and the winner of your fight goes against Vadim Nemkov. You can't look too far ahead, but, you know, what are your thoughts on potentially fighting for the title in the semifinals?
I haven't thought that far ahead. I'm focused on Yoel. You know, if I look past him one time, I'm done. You know what I mean? So I can't look past him. I haven't thought about Corey, I haven't thought about Bader, I haven't thought about Nemkov, I've thought about Yoel. That's the only human being that's been on my mind the last, feels like forever. You know what I mean? And mad props to those guys for making it to the semis and stuff like that, but they're not my focus. My focus is Yoel. I got to get past that monster before I can face the other monster.
You gotta find out.
All right, we'll go to Jerry.
Just
a quick question for Anthony. Anthony, first of all, welcome back. It is an honor to have you. Obviously, you had an opportunity to perhaps go to heavyweight or light heavyweight. Why did you choose light heavyweight and not heavyweight?
Hell, heavyweights are, listen to the name you just said. You said heavyweights. You know what I mean? Those are some big boys that have a lot of power. And heavyweights this day and time can actually move. It wasn't like they had, you know, we don't really have any Tank Abbots like we used to have at heavyweight. Now we have guys, you know, you know, even though they don't have anything to do with this, you know, big heavyweights that come to mind are still Francis Ngannou, Cain Velasquez, Andre Arlovski. You know, to me, when I think of heavyweight, I look at those guys because they are so big and so athletic, you know. Even though I fought Andre, I don't want to go through those problems again because he was a monster, you know what I mean? So why not go down to light heavyweight where I have a better chance, you know? Now I'm in a bracket where I got the best of the best fighting all at pretty much one time. So I'll take my chances at light heavyweight before I take my chances at heavyweight. But if Scott Coker wants me to fight at heavyweight and to sign me up, I'll do it.
Damon?
Hey, AJ, you know, when you were retired, I remember having a chat with you and you said at that point, you know, the only thing that really motivates you to come out of retirement, you said you always wanted to get that fight with John Jones back. You always wanted that because you never got it. But now that you're back and you look at this field and you look at a guy like Yoel Romero, who's a legend in his own right, you look at Bader, you look at all the other guys in the field, like, can you kind of speak to the motivation you have now versus maybe when you were in your prime in the UFC or where you're at now, like in terms of the field of competition you're about to face?
Oh, it's still high. The competition is still high. Of course, you know, it was a bummer I didn't get to fight John, but the past is the past. I haven't thought about it anymore. Only people that bring it up, you know, are fans and media. I don't really think about it because it's been so long ago. It will go down in history as one of those fights that never happened. And I always told myself I didn't want to be one of those stories, but unfortunately I am one of those stories. But you know what? I feel like I'm fighting John Jones regardless. I got to fight Yoel. You know, if I make, and everybody else in the weight class is right up there too. So I got my hands full, man. I got my hands full. You know, John Jones is not even on my radar. Hasn't been for years. Now it's all about Bellator.
Let me ask to that point, you know, everyone talks about your knockout power. We obviously know you pack a serious punch, but throughout your career, you have faced other guys with knockout power. But when you look at Yoel, I mean, that's what he's well known for, his explosiveness. He can put you out with one knee, one punch. would you say in terms of knockouts, in terms of danger, he might be one of your most dangerous opponents you've ever faced?
Besides some of my training partners, yeah, I give Yoel that title. He's that I can think of right now. Yoel is the most dangerous fighter I've actually faced, I think.
Thanks, AJ.
All right, we'll go to Gareth Davies.
Good evening, gentlemen from London. I have a question, first of all, for Rumble and then for Yoel. Rumble, 4 years away from the sport. Has that been good for you? And do you feel your body particularly refreshed and rejuvenated having that time away rather than feeling ring rust?
Yeah, I retired. I did what I wanted to do. I got fat and happy, lived my life to the fullest. After watching DC and Stipe fight, they lit a fire up under me and to get back in there. I felt like I still had it, I still feel like I got it. And I can't say had, I feel like I still got it. So we'll see, man. I think the stars are aligned for me and things are going to happen that are great, but this is anybody's game right now.
And finally, for Rumble, does it amaze you now when you look back that you were able to make 170 and fight at welterweight at one point?
Yeah, there's a lot of prayer going into fighting 170. I just know when I was fighting 170, I think I spent more time on the treadmill and losing weight than I did on the mat, getting in the work that I needed to get. I don't regret fighting 170 because if I hadn't fought at 170, people probably wouldn't know who I am, because if I would have went up to 185, you had Rich Franklin and Nate Corey and just monster after monster after monster at 185, and I was so green. Those boys would, I can't even call them boys, I'm sorry about that, gentlemen. Those men, they would have eaten me alive, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, I don't want those problems. So I'm glad I made my mark at 170 and then climbed the ladder about going up in different weight.
Well, you're looking fantastic shape. Yoel, mi amigo, ¿cómo estás, hermano? Señor, I wanted to ask you, are you excited as well about the tournament format? And does $1 million, even though you want to win the title and win the tournament, does $1 million mean a lot as well?
Que como dice, de ser parte del torneo. Y si la parte de coger el millón, de ganar el torneo y ser campeón, si te excita.
Hello, my friend from London. I am very excited for the fight. I am very excited for where I can do what I like it. I'm not excited for the money, I'm very excited where I can do what I love it, I'm very excited with what I can do with the God give me in my life. That's the most important for me, because when in the beginning of my career, when I had 8 years old, I'm not thinking about nothing about money. I'm not thinking about nothing about economy. I think about I want to say the best and the best of the world. I want to say the best in my country, my city. That's what I think.
All right, we'll take one or two more questions here for these light heavyweights, starting with Dylan.
Hi, thanks for taking my call here, guys. My first question was for Yoel here, because I'm noticing it's closing in on a decade since the last time he's competed as a light heavyweight. I'm kind of wondering how he feels getting ready to return to competition at 205 pounds.
Hace como 10 años que no ha competido en 205. Como siente ahora volver a pelear 205.
Oh, it's amazing. Yeah, it's a lot of years ago, but now it's amazing. I can eat a little more. I'm training very happy. It's not, when I go to the 184, I'm training happy too, but now everybody know when you can eat, everybody know what I'm talking about, because when you can eat, you have a little more energy, you train a little more happy, I say, I'm I say thank you God that give me the opportunity to stay in Bellator and came forward.
All right, looks like we're having some connection problems here. Let's move to our next question really quick. Hopefully we can get Yoel back up.
Yeah, for sure.
Damn, that went way south.
Hey, Rumble, just two quick questions here. I guess we're still waiting on Yoel. So first and foremost, you mentioned earlier, during this call that you've had your eyes on Bellator for a while. I'm just curious, why is that? What was it that intrigued you about them? Is it Scott Coker? Is it the way they do business? What was it, and why now to strike a deal with them?
I just feel like it was the right move, and at this time in my life, I think Bellator gives just as many opportunities as any other organization. Just because, and a lot of people still don't know who Bellator is, but Yoel and I will change that. That's for sure. I just felt like it was time to move on and try something new, and why not go to the top of the food chain, Bellator, man. It's they open their doors to me. So why not take that opportunity and see what I can do there? I made my mark in other places. I want to make my mark here too.
All right, our last question for these gents will come from Igor Lazarin. Igor, your line is live.
Maybe he got scared.
Okay, Santiago, your line is live.
Hi, Anthony. Greetings from Amsterdam.
What's up, brother?
What's up? How did your camp go at Sanford MMA? And is Henry Hooft going to be in your corner for his fight?
Yes. The Dutch master, Henry Hooft, will be there. He'll be in my corner for sure. That's my guy. That's my right-hand man. Camp was great. No injuries. The guys pushed me. It's very hard to find a fighter to mimic Yoel because his movement is so unique. He's smooth, he's slick, he's smart. Not many fighters are like that. And so to get a fighter like that in your camp, that's pretty hard to find when they have, everything that this man has. So we just did the best that we could. Like I said, I had a great camp. I don't regret anything during camp. We worked hard, blood, sweat, and tears, and now we're here, So we get to show that and display it May 7th.
Good luck next week.
Thank you.
All right, Igor, are you with us?
Yeah, I'm here. Hi there, guys. Glad to hear you.
Go ahead with your question, please.
Yeah, okay. My question to Yoel. Yoel, hi there. So question is, now you're in light heavyweight. How about step upstairs to heavyweight and fight, I don't know, maybe against Fedor Emelianenko? He's not so big now. And legend against legend. How about it?
Sorry, Igor. It does look like, I think we got him back. Yoel, are you there?
Hey, he's not here. Yeah.
Yeah, we're having some trouble with Yoel's connection.
Sorry, guys.
All right. Thanks very much. We'll wrap it up with the light heavyweights. Thank you, gentlemen, for being with us today.
Thank you, man.